Hey y'all, it's me, Curly K Glam, and I'm back with the final episodes with a recap of Grownish Season 2. Y'all, just like the people who watch Game of Thrones keep saying, winter is coming, Season 3 is coming. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Season 3 is coming, y'all. Is it lit or not? But anyway, I hope I don't have to sneeze again. I am here to review episodes 16 through 21. Okay, so let's just get on with it. Episode 16 is self-care. So in the last episode, episode 15, Anna has a conversation with Aaron, and Aaron basically tells her that he likes her, she's a dope person, blah, blah. Bull crap, Aaron. Telling Anna she's a good person, but he just don't want to be in a relationship. You knew she wanted to be together, Aaron. Why did you do that? Okay, so now her heart is broken at this point. And I said that Zoe takes the girls to her house for MLK weekend so they can have a bonding day. She tries to get the girls to do these fun activities to help take their minds off their relationship. And that Sky and Junior are hilarious. So again, we get our Blackish. Season 2 had a lot of pull-ins from Blackish. You know, Pops and Dre showed up. Rainbow showed up in season 1, but Dre and Pop showed up. Junior showed up 3 times in season 2. So, and I think Junior is a good bring-in for season 2, and I hope in season 3 that they, you know, bring Junior in and out of the storyline, because at this point, Junior is their age. So I think it would be a nice thing to do since, you know, he ain't in school right now because he on gap year or whatever he decided to do. But, you know, the girls are chilling. Nomi is being very invasive. She's going through Zoe's stuff at the house, and she goes in there and reads Zoe's diary. And so Zoe, you know, gets a little down in the dumps because she realizes that, you know, before she left to go to college, she had all these dreams. And now she's actually in her second year of college. She realizes that she has not accomplished any goals that she wants to accomplish. And I'm just like, welcome to the real world, Zoe, where you write down a plan and it don't work out. Like, it's just it. Like, we go to college thinking we're going to have this plan, and girl, you go to college to find out that you go on like 3,000 detours before you actually accomplish one goal. Especially if you do what Zoe did and was partying, and not making the best decisions and getting caught up in, you know, just, you know, things happen. Things happen, Zoe. Sorry, sis, but, you know, so she's trying to get them to relax, and she got these adult coloring books for the girls to do, but they say, girl, your plan is whack. They trying to turn up. So while they doing that, Anna is soaking over Aaron because she just can't believe that she can't even experience a breakup because she never got to be in a relationship. And at this point, they're all sitting down in the living room, and Nomi confides in the girls, and they were talking about something. And, because they basically, Nomi was saying that she had problems. And they was like, Nomi, what problems do you have to go through? And so they thought that because Nomi was white and privileged, that she didn't have any problems. So Nomi was like, I got problems too. Y'all ain't the only ones who got problems. So Nomi's trying to tell her problems. And then Jazz and Sky was like, what problems do you have, Nomi? And Nomi was like, well, I'm dating Professor Page. And Jazz's reaction was hilarious. She was like, oh my God. And then Sky was like, who is that? And so then they had to tell Sky that it was the professor. And then they gave her flack about getting good grades in the class. She was like, she probably gave you a good grade because she was messing with her. You know how they was going off on her. But anyway, so then it's just like they was giving her heat about it. And was like, she's trifling. And she's old. She's like 20 years older. And then Nomi was like, but she's helped me open my eyes. She helped me talk to my parents about being bi. She's talking about all this stuff. And then Anna was like, I don't see anything wrong with it because they're two consenting adults. And I'm just like, Anna. See, the thing about me is, like, no. Now, I understand, like, people are consenting adults, but if you, like, 35 and you trying to talk to an 18-year-old, what in God's name do you and the 18-year-old got in common? At this point, they're 19. So she said 20-year difference. That means she's 39, almost 40. What do you have in... What is there for y'all to talk about? Y'all are in two completely different stages of your life. Nothing. That's just a predator. She's a predator. So they all chilling. They decide to take a break. Nomi, the conversation gets intense. Nomi decides that she wants to go out. They take a couple puffs, and Anna needs a drink. Jazz walks off somewhere, and Sky is missing. So next thing you know, you hear this loud scream, and everybody runs upstairs to the bathroom. Sky and Junior are in the bathtub together, and they're just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And here goes Zoe. Ew! Zoe was not here for Sky messing with her brother, but I mean, Junior is cute. Like, Zoe, like, let him do him. Because they thought it would be messy, but hey, I mean, it is what it is. I just want Sky to have a boo. Can Sky have a boo, Grownish? Give her a boo. And I ain't talking about nobody from Cal U, because all them boys is trifling. Let her date Junior. Junior is a good man. Episode 17. Strictly for my... Basically, Doug convinces the crew that Vivek is a culture vulture, okay? Vivek hangs around all the black people at Cal U. He doesn't live in the house anymore where he used to deal to the other guys. They basically only use him for what he has and then don't have nothing else to do with him. So Vivek spends the majority of his time at Hawkins with where the black people stay. And so they got pictures of Vivek using black emojis. He's using the slang. He's wearing the do-rags. He's calling women queen and ma. He's ordering, what is it? Something in Coke, Crown and Coke. He's doing all this stuff, and Doug ain't cool with it. So Doug is talking to Aaron, basically trying to get Aaron to say something to Vivek about it. And this was supposed to be, I think, one of Grownish's woke episodes when they talk about cultural appropriation. Now, I know this episode caught a lot of flack along with the colorism episode. Do I think Vivek was a culture vulture? Oh my God. I'm not half on it. I'm like 60-40 on it. Half of me, I mean, I have 60 is like, yeah, he was. 40 is like, no, because he actually didn't have any friends. Like, Vivek was different. He didn't have any friends. He wasn't trying to use the culture to benefit him. He was just trying to fit in. I could see if it was like the Kim K thing the other day when Kim K had on the blackface. And she was basically posing for a magazine and trying to make money off of it. Like Vivek said, I feel like he was just trying to find his identity, and nobody accepted him or was more befriending to him but black people. So those were the only people that he could actually, you know, congregate with. And I kind of agree what Aaron said. He was just like, no, he doesn't get the all black access pass, but he gets a limited pass because he's a minority. I do feel like as minorities stick more together when it comes to, you know, hanging out, because of they can relate because they're not part of the majority. But at the same time, I do feel like some of the stuff that he was doing was overboard, like with the wave cap thing. That was too much in the waves, in the brush. Calling the girl mom, I ain't really find a problem with that. And the clothes he wear, like he said, he was just trying to fit in. I don't feel like he was trying to do it for gain, because all the girls really thought Vivette was whack. Like they just thought he was one of the homies. But I see the direction that they was going. I see the direction that they were going. Did they execute it all the way? No, but their intentions were almost in the best place, but they didn't execute. They didn't land. They didn't stick the landing. It just didn't work. But you know, Doug tells him that it kind of makes him uncomfortable. And you know, like, I can relate to Doug, because you know, sometimes when you hanging around people who are outside of your race, sometimes they're not privy to knowing what is offensive. Now, once you tell them what's offensive is offensive to you, and they continue doing it, then that's just dumb on their part. And then you could decide whether you want to hang with them or not, because now they're not ignorant to what you found uncomfortable. But if they change, they change. Like, and I feel like Doug confronted Vivek about it, and then Vivek changed. But I did like how, and I thought it was funny, how Nomi tried to, you know, cape for Doug, and then Scott was like, no ma'am, baby, what are you doing? Scott was like, no ma'am, you can't say that with your cornrows and your bamboo earrings. You cannot. She was like, you cannot. And then, of course, Luca was missing because he was in New York, and Zoe was helping style his girl for prom. So that ain't had nothing to do. So basically, episode number 18 was Nice for What. Zoe finally gets her a job at the bookstore. She tells her father, you know, she's trying to take a step in the right direction. She's trying to get her head on straight. Did she learn her lesson? I don't know, but she's trying to get back on the right path. So I can't be mad at her for that. Zoe and Nomi get into a fight about how the professor treats her. Zoe feels like that Nomi is doing all this changing for the professor, but the professor ain't doing nothing but trying to watch out for her own butt. Zoe is, you know, trying to sell her designer items to get her money up because she needs a little extra cash. And so she sells some things on eBay, and she gives her a nice piece of money, and she tells Luca, hey, Luca, I think I want to go out for drinks and nachos, chips and salsa, because I feel like I got this small victory because I'm able to sell this stuff. So Luca was like, no, I don't feel like bumping into anybody today. I just want to stay in and chill. So Zoe goes along with it. And then Nomi basically tells Zoe, like, Luca is the head honcho in your relationship. He calls all the shots, and you don't have nothing to say. You do everything he wants you to do. And I don't feel like it was like that. I mean, I know, like, she did, okay, Nomi said was like, she stopped wearing her hair a certain way because Luca didn't like it. But it's like a double-edged sword, because when you in a relationship with a person, do you completely change for them? Do you change your whole being for that person? No. But when you find out a person, you do things and a person likes it, just because it makes them happy, you do it. It's kind of like, you know, this era makes it hard. This era makes it hard for you to please a person, because either you got to be all the way one way, or you don't all the way got to be one way. And I feel like I don't know, like, I think she was just trying to make Luca happy. I don't think that she was trying to do it to be a certain type of way for Luca. She was in love with the boy. I mean, like, and Luca, I think Luca did do things for Zoe. Was Luca weird? Yes, but I don't think she was trying to change her whole being for Luca. I mean, maybe people thought it was the other way. I didn't feel like it was like that. I just really didn't. I mean, but Nomi had some points. She had some points. So Zoe took that into consideration, and so then Zoe thought about it, And she was just like, I'm going to go and I'm going to get chips and salsa. You can stay here. I was here for that at the same time. It's just like, you know, you're not going to agree with everything your partner wants you to do. Sometimes you're going to want to do. And like she said, sometimes Luca is going to have to give in and do some things that Zoe wants to do. Now, has Luca done that this whole time in Blackish? No. But I feel like he does do some things that Zoe wants to do. Just like he was trying to get everybody to be vegan, and she was like, "Nah, fam, I'm gonna eat meat." And then at the end of the episode, he was cooking her eggs and toast. I mean, it just is what it is. What episode am I even on? I don't even know. I done got caught up. Anyway, so basically, Nomi breaks up with the professor because Nomi feels like she lives in hiding. She wants to tell everybody, and the professor feel like she's risking her image for Nomi. She was just like, Nomi, you telling everybody too much. I don't want to get in trouble with the school. I don't want them to try to be investigating me or nothing like that. You too much of a liability for me. So basically, she gave Nomi the boot, and Nomi was heartbroken because Nomi felt like she did everything that she wanted her to do, like Zoe said, and did all this changing, all this sneaking around, and living in secrecy when she couldn't be out and happy in her relationship. Because basically, the professor talked her into, you know, coming out to her parents, and she did do that. But at the same time, it's just like, you suggested for me to do all this for me to get in this relationship with you and to live in secrecy. Anna still has feelings for Aaron. She tries to hook up with him. She gets drunk and she tries to hook up with him, and he's like, "Nah, fam." So he takes her to the room. And he stays there till she falls asleep. And before she falls asleep, she was just like, "You never wanted to be in a relationship with me, did you? But you wanted to be one in Zoe." And so I think that kind of touched Aaron and made him feel kind of bad, because he did all of that to be with Anna, to still, I don't know. I feel like I'm 50-50 on it. I feel like Aaron, like Zoe, he told her he wanted to be with her. But I think Aaron was not compatible with Zoe because he couldn't make up his mind. He didn't know what he wanted to do. She the homegirl, she not the homegirl. Which one is it? Like, and Luca straight up like had feelings for her. I mean, it just goes back to Zoe's decision, and I think Aaron knew that had he dated Anna, if Zoe and Luca didn't work out, he wouldn't have had a foot in the race, because she wouldn't even consider him because he dated Anna. So because they weren't in an official relationship, he still kind of was in the clear, just the same way Anna was in the clear with Zoe, because they weren't in a real relationship. The semantics of it all.